All eyes on me. All eyes on me. On me. On me.
Hello everyone, good evening. Hi guys, hi to Darkman, Timothy, 594, Smelly Gold Acres. Okay, interesting name choice. I also need a second to quickly connect the iPad. And then I'm right there. So today is about the new hybrid nation, the new tech tree line, and the first new nation in a long time actually. I've played it a bit. At first I was pretty disappointed, then I noticed, hey, it also has another gun. And that is actually quite nice. And what about the armor? That also looks quite nice. So I did end up liking it actually, but so far I've only played a couple of games, just very few ones, and I'm still going to test it a bit for you for us, for myself, before I can come up with a final conclusion about its strength. But I'm going to play the lower tiers as well, because some of you, most of you, will probably be interested in that. So I'm going to start with the tier 8, I believe. Let me take another look at the line. Oh, also I need to connect the iPad still. And there we go. So this is the new hybrid nation down here, where we do have these AC tanks. All of them are called AC something, I believe. And I'm not going to play all of them on stream today, because that will be just way too much. Also, I'm not going to play the lower tiers for too many games, just maybe 2 or 3 games, so you just get a first impression of them. And the final tank is the AC Atlas, which has 2 guns. This is a characteristic that many of the lower tiers also share. I don't know how many of those, but usually tier 8 to 10 have the same kind of gun, if not the 7th tier as well. So we got a very weird gun that I've got to talk about for a second, because this autoloader gun that exists on most of these tanks of the line, from what I know, is an autoloader that has multiple shots per shot, basically. I don't know how to call this. Shots per magazine, shells per shot. So you got 2 shots per magazine and 3 shells per shot. Each of these shells only has 120 alpha damage, which is nothing for tier 10. So very low alpha damage per shell, but you go like pew 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 at one tap, and then again pew pew pew. Yeah. Is that great? We will find out. I can already tell you I hate it. Because you constantly miss your shots. It's just... I will still play it a bit for you, so just so you can see what is going on there. All of these tanks do seem to have autoloader guns. Even... wait. The tier 5. It's starting from tier 4, actually. And all of those tanks have autoloader guns. I will just play tier 8 to 10. Let's equip it. And also I need to check out the guns here. So we also have an autoloader. Is this the same kind of autoloader? Yeah. 3 shells per shot, 2 shots per magazine. Then a single shotgun of 440 alpha damage. So it seems to be the main feature here. We've got one autoloader gun, which is also quite accurate, but like this crappy pew pew gun. And we also have the ability to go for a single shotgun that has usually high alpha damage and good accuracy, if the lower tiers are the same as the tier 10. Also, a little bit of an advantage here. We don't need to go for the autoloader gun. We can absolutely just go for the single shotgun just to get the next tank then in line. What I always do when I get a new tank is to check Blitzkit and find out what the armor profile looks like. That is super important if you want to know how to play a tank. So let's do so very quick. So we've got the tier 8 hybrid nation, and oh, there are a lot of hybrid nation tanks already at tier 8. The tank that we are going for is the AC Tai GT. I have no clue what that is. Maybe some of you can help me. Tai GT, there it is. Very important to see what does the armor actually look like. For that you can just hop over to the armor indicator here. Often it makes sense to go for some popular tier 8 tank just so you have some basic heavy penetration values, because mediums would have really low penetration, TDs have much higher penetration, and that changes the armor profile. But hey, we're already on heavy, so I'm not going to change that for now. You can see side scraping kind of works, big lower ply down there. turret seems to be pretty nice. What happens if we switch over to premium ammunition? Yeah, there are some more weak spots then. This tank has APCR. That is quite good for penetrating tracks, etc. Doesn't benefit as much from calibrated shells. So if we then go for enhanced penetration, I'm selecting calibrated shells here. Also changes a bit about the turret. And I don't know if there is any difference when going for enhanced armor. As you can see to the bottom right, I'm selecting enhanced armor. And it doesn't change much, so I'm just not going to use it. Very few angles improve, so I don't think I will go for it. And here you can also say what kind of gun would be better. Where you have the single shot gun here and the autoloader gun. Autoloader gun, horrible DPM, single shot gun also, well, that's average DPM, that's good. Yeah, 660 clipping potential is also not that great. I will play both guns for you, just because, but I think the single shot gun is a much better choice then. So, back to the iPad. Also, hi to everyone who just joined in. Good evening, nice to have you here. Hi Grilla, hi Emil, hi Vitali, Keronis, Wandering Bigfoot, Ibrahim, IGN, and who else? Everyone else is also watching already. Good evening to all of you. So I'm going to start with a pew pew gun. Can only get better afterwards, right? So let's select proper amount of ammunition, something like that. Will do fine. No need to be too accurate about it. Then, of course, I want to have a rep kit and a speed boost. Camouflage, let's just go far down. Let's go down to some free camo because I'm probably never going to play it again. So here we go. I'm set up. Let's go. Also, I wanted to quickly share the stream on the official Discord still. Good. Let's go. Nah? We don't have any game sound right now. Okay. Interesting. Please, teammates, don't all go to the right side. I would hate that. Okay. No game sound being recorded. Okay, I will not play aggressively over here because my teammates aren't really coming. Thank you, VZ. Are you going to shoot now? No? Thought so. But you got gun. Is there gun depression? I did not check for that. Also, quite important to know. And there is the problem of having this pew pew gun. I would have had a big shot. But I'm constantly missing one of the shells. At least one. Let's get back. But actually, I would like to keep fighting. Okay. Let's put out another clip. Oh, horrible turret traverse. And the first time that I put out a full shot basically into him. I don't know what to call it actually. It's the same with the Helsing. You constantly miss some shots. I want to try to support my teammates that are getting pushed onto. Although we are losing teammates everywhere. Oh. Enemies also have a lot of low hit point tanks. I don't think this is lost yet. Not a fan of the turret traverse. Good. Please pen. Nice. Also, I'm not fast at all. Okay. Well, it was actually not that bad, I've got to say. You can see the gun is quite accurate. You get some ricochets. I did not check the armor profile for you. That's also something that is quite important to me to do. Wait. Oh yeah, I did check the armor profile. Of course I did. Of course. Okay. Well, it's an alright game. 2.3k. And in the end, still 1. Good. So let me reconnect the iPad. Because we're not having any sound. Still no sound. Might have to restart the software then. Okay, I don't know if that's it now, if that's working. I don't hear any game sound, okay. Sound is to the max. Well, I guess I don't know what to do then. Let's switch over to the other gun and also check that one out. Okay. Hi Jonathan, hi Helmi. Traverse is bad indeed, yeah. Mobility on that line is not great. But for the higher tiers, then you get much better armor as well. Although the armor is already quite good. The strength of this tank is armor, accuracy, alpha damage. The auto loader, not so much. Okay, we are 2 heavies versus 3, and my only heavy is moving over towards the middle, so I'm not going to go for the heavy side on my own. Let's see if I can make a play on the right side straight away. Okay, teammates. I've got so many people up there. I don't think I'm needed to kill the VZ. I hope that my teammates can do so on their own. I will just move up here. Oh, okay. But I just realized I forgot about something, and that is that I'm now playing the single shotgun, so I can choose adrenaline instead of the speed boost that I'm still having on my consumables. Very nice. Okay. It's good. Let's see if I can take out some of the TDs here. I'm getting penetrated. I'm not invincible. Especially the sides on this lower tier tank are not that outstanding. Go back so I can pen. Does he want to get killed? Yes, he does. But I'm also dead now, I assume. Come on. Come on, come on, kill him. Ah, too late. Alright. Hi, Rainy, Chili Pepper, and William Tonga. Nice to have you back. Okay. I think I will try reconnecting once more to get the sound. Nah, we're not having anything yet. Nope. Okay, one last game on this tank I would say, and then I'll switch over to the tier 9 and also quickly review it, not as long as the last one, then play a couple of games, because most of the games today I'm intending to play on the tier 10. Hey, Zweitakt. Okay, medium lineup. Oh, I'm still on speed boost. Don't play speed boost if you are playing the single shotgun. Much better to go for adrenaline and have some more reliable damage output. It's always confusing when switching between autoloader guns and single shotguns. Okay, I'm also meeting an AC, so that might be nice to check out the armor profile. Alright. 2 of those. But it's not really possible for us to move in here. Also, we're losing teammates on the other side. Oh, ping. And I have to back off. Enemies are coming. And my teammates are running away. I must not neglect that. Nah. Okay. I will get back even further. The T28 is peaking in a bad way. Won't last long. Good. Teammates are doing a good job on the other side. So I basically just need to hold and maybe shoot someone so the T28 can hopefully finish. Nice. Let's go back in. Also, Progetto is low. Okay. Already slow gameplay on this thing. The speed is... The gun is nice, but the mobility is just not great. And for that, you still got a fairly large lower plate, etc. So the armor is not insanely good. So I'm not that convinced by this tier 8. The others do seem better. Maybe in-game sounds off. In game settings. you're right, there has been an update, but no, that's not the case. Hi, Carolis. So let's go on to the tier 9. I don't think I bought it yet. That looks fancy. So the tier 9 then also again has an autoloader gun with 3 shots times 2. And then let's equip the other stuff here very quick. And again, I'll play the autoloader gun first and then the other one. Let's also check it out on the armor inspector on Blitzkit. So this is still the tier 8 right now. And then we want to see the tier 9 hybrid nation tank. I see Cheleno. There it is. The lower plate already looks a lot better. If you are angling this, look at that, that's good. Side scraping also seems to work a lot better. Much more red area around there, very few weak spots. Just that, is this a weak spot? Yeah, that's a big upper plate here that can get penetrated. Especially when you are not using full gun depression, then that might be very easy to pen. So in the best case, you're trying to wriggle around a lot so that the enemies have a chance of bouncing your lower plate or the sides. Also, the track wheel isn't really much of a weak spot. If we go for enhanced armor, that might even help a bit. Not super much, but maybe, yeah, for the track. I think here I would go for enhanced armor. Because a lot of armor plus a little bit of armor at an angle means a lot more armor. Or quite a bit more and less weak spots. This is a really weird pool on top here. Okay. So, armor looks good. And then, what else is there to check? Of course, the characteristics of the gun. So for the single shot gun, we have alright DPM, 440 alpha damage again, high module damage as well, good penetration values, and I assume also great accuracy. Then there is the autoloader, contrary to the tier 8, does have really good DPM, but it is the kind of pew-pew gun where you miss 1/3 of your shots. So no Maxwell crew perk or so. You got very low module damage, you got 660 clipping potential, which isn't a huge amount. Intro clip of 3 seconds, yeah. Okay. Also, by the way, the gun depression, I did not check that. It is 8 degrees on all of these tanks here. So back to the game. Got a lot of shells. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down to one of my free combos. Good. Autoloader gun on first battle. Smutek asking, is the Atlas broken? Yes or no? It's not broken, no. Well, I'm yet to play it, and that is also the tank that I'm going to play more on the stream. As I'm just going on to the tier 9 now, and I'll play that for 2 or 3 battles. Probably 3, and then switch to the tier 10, and stick to that for the remainder of the stream. Going to be meta, the Atlas one? Tournament meta? No. We've got Felicia. I cannot really peek here. Oh, I forgot that I'm on the autoloader gun. That's why I hate this kind of autoloader gun. This is so weird to play. Amazing. Truly amazing. Pew pew pew. Okay, let's get closer. Because I want to penetrate my shots. Yes, I did pen. Full clip. Good. So, can you finish? Yes. The speed is atrocious. Let's take out the turtle because he has DPM. I don't know if I can pen like this. Yeah, okay. Somebody finish, please. That's a wriggle. Did not work. Okay, the gun isn't all that accurate. But that's okay. You can play it up close to the enemies. He does penetrate me. Good. 2.8k. You can definitely play the autoloader as well, but I'm not a fan of it. Which tank is top solo meta right now? Oh, there are many great tanks. By the way, I'm about to do a video about... Oh, okay. I'm about to do a video about some outstanding tanks for this next meta, for this current meta now, the new meta. I've already recorded some replays, came up with a selection of 10 tanks that I want to recommend. That will be released quite soon. I'm trying to put it out very quickly. But there is not the one and only solo meta tank, I would say. Because it really highly depends on the level that you are on. Depends on what you are into. Is it the RHM Lite, for example? Probably not for most. But for some players it will absolutely be. Is it the M60? For some, yes. But there are so many nice tanks now. Okay, so let's switch over to the single shot gun and hope to penetrate a couple more shots. What a ton of ammunition on this one. Oh, no. Stop. This time I'm not doing a mistake. What other great tanks are there right now? Well, I guess you will find out on the video. Hori is solo meta tank. It's still good, but it just got nerfed. And it was not really a meta tank before. I mean, you can answer for yourself what is your favorite tank to play. Meta tank, it's a weird term actually. I think it's mostly referring to the top tank to play, the best tank. But the best tank isn't necessarily the most fun tank to play. And necessarily the same depending on the goal. Are you going for damage? Are you going for win rate? What is your level? So I think it's really not that easy to say like this is the one and only meta tank, because there is no tank that is that outstanding that everyone would perform really, really well in it at the moment. Good. AMX, you are not going to get away with this. What a weird move. Okay, let's keep going. Enemies have one medium that might flank around to the side, which I would not be that happy about, but hey, I wanna make some progress here for now. I can side scrape, I can out-trade the Conqueror. He can penetrate me more easily than I would have hoped. So that's changed my position. Although this is not that good that we have that many tanks in the middle now. Well, it can still work out. Let's go for the Conqueror from the side. Nice. Here you can see where the high alpha, great accuracy paired with a good armor does help quite a lot. Go on. Maybe you? Good. Okay, he missed me. Nice. Not have really been worth trading with him. Good. Let's keep going. Actually, I might be able to take him out. Oh, 400. No. Go away. Oh no. Okay. And the last one. Probably. Unless maybe my teammates won't be able to finish him off. Okay. That seems a lot better to me, that single shotgun. That's quite solid. $3.8k, nice. A nice shot. A lot of people now gonna play FE45 because the gun's actually dangerous. Yeah, absolutely. I also did test it a bit and I really loved it. Looking forward to playing more on that tank. Oh, I don't like this. Whole team going right side on a very heavy lineup. Can you please go right then? And not just middle. Okay. He keeps going. Ambitious. We don't really have anyone to hold up on the left side, just one tank. But if the enemies push in, I think that's not even bad. Let's just penetrate this turret when I aim for the lower plate. Oh. I find my position to be too dangerous. Not a fan of that. Actually, I should elevate my or raise my gun more. Oh, turn. Good. Let's keep the shot for now. Okay, the AC is gone, so I can hide from the RHM. Nah. Okay. Very dangerous position for me. Nice. I like that accuracy, really. Oh, okay. I aimed so well. Oh. But RHM is down. He went down as well. You may be going back, please. Okay, almost. Oh, still 3.9k. I did like this one. So, seems pretty solid with a big gun, with the single shotgun, I mean. And with that game, I would like to switch over to the tier 10 already. This one now definitely feels quite a lot better. So again, I will go for Blitz Kit. Show you what we are on to. So that's the IC Atlas now. And look at the armor profile. Look at how freaking red it is. If we go for enhanced armor, that also helps a little bit. At least when we are looking at it with another tank. Let's take T57 maybe. Oh, not much, right? Not really. Not really. I was looking at it with an IS4 earlier. Oh yeah, at this angle there is a noticeable difference. So I will also apply this one with enhanced armor. That's the difference between rammer and calibrated shells. Also, if we are then looking at it with heat, and then you do see, okay, that armor isn't all that great. It's not invincible. Even that can maybe get penetrated with good RNG. That can get penetrated, the front can get penetrated. But if you wiggle around and the enemy has heat, you are going to bounce off a lot of shells. And maybe not everyone's going to play calibrated shells anyways, and most people will play a lot of APCR, not with premier ammunition at all, and then this tank is actually already really strong. It's super red, and it only has little weak spots over there. That up there is not a weak spot, don't aim for it. This you can go for, but that's of course tricky to pen, especially if the gun is moving, and you can see you can raise the gun to hide the weak spots entirely, so that you should absolutely get used to when playing this tank. Gun depression again 8 degrees, and at 8 degree gun depression the weak spots are super darn tiny and can even still be hidden, as you could see earlier. Gun up. So pretty good hull down tank then. Again, you got 2 guns you can play with. One single shot gun of 480 alpha damage. Here the DPM is really not that high, rather low, but 480 alpha damage is good amount, more than most other heavies have. Again, high module damage, really nice accuracy. And then we have an autoloader gun, also with 6 shells, 720 clipping potential, but you're going to miss quite a lot of those shots. The DPM is good, but still, you're almost never hitting a full clip. So I don't think the big gun is really, or the autoloader gun is worth it. Still, I'm going to start with the autoloader first, and then switch around. Hi Fasikas, Benny, hi PCY. Hi Bacchus. Request IS4. Not a request stream today. Oh, I don't have full equipment right now because I swapped out the gun. Consumables, I mean. I'm not having the adrenaline anymore, so no speed boost either. Hey, NetForce. Okay. Heavy team, medium team going to the medium side. As heavies are following, I'll just move to the front line. I want to be relatively close with this tank. At a distance, it's absolutely useless. Very nice. Okay. Although I penetrated, no chance of getting a maxual crew perk. I don't want to be too exposed.
At Flowers for Your Grave became a member.
Holy moly!
At
some
Vin with
gifted
MF9 I
memberships there.
became a member.
I'm not having any notifications right now.
Moly!
At
I
The
know what the
Armchair
issue might
Analyst
be.
became a member.
Holy moly!
I know.
At Biz Schwanker became a member.
Audio.
Holy moly!
At Stefan Kaufman 650 became a member.
Okay. It's yes, I cannot hear anything. I was pressing a button earlier, that's why it's quiet. Okay. But a nice shot. Thank you so much for the dono, for the gifted memberships. I just noticed I pressed a button testing out some shortcuts. And I did manage to mute something. I didn't know what I was muting. And I had no idea how to unmute again. Okay. Accuracy could be better, but... penetrating a whole clip is the main problem here. If I just had a single shot, I would have already killed him. Good. We got to get rid of those. Almost bounced a full clip. Good. There was someone over here still, yes. Nice trade, I guess. I'm going to take 2. Pretty fast repair speed, right? The track did not stay broken for long. Okay, nice. Anyone with hit points? Nope. Let's see if I can go in. Nice. If I can take out the E50M, we might still be able to win. Good. And a fire. Good. Good, good, good. 3.6k then. Oh, okay. That's 6 kills. Did it just fix the game sound? No. No. So, let's go for the other gun instead, because I really don't like this one. Okay, on to a big gun with 480 alpha damage. And adrenaline. Hi, Michelle. Okay, heavy lineup. I will maybe just play heavy side here and try to spot a bit. Let's see. I might have some early shots. I might even cross over. You know what? Let's actually do it. Let's cross. As I have so much armor, I might get some ricochets in. Okay. Alright. I'm in safety. Got some assistant damage as well. Kran, this doesn't look safe. Oh, 750, that's good. Can somebody maybe kill him? Or I even. Nice. This gun looks a lot better, right? I can reliably put out big shots, big damage. No need to stay in the open and aim 3 times. I guess my teammates can handle him, or maybe I should try to put out the last shot. Okay. On to the Super Conqueror over here. 600 damage. I have teammate backup. No need to be too afraid. And he did shoot into the wall. Good, 2.7k. So what are they doing? Standing there. Oh, I've shot 600 damage earlier. That was a max roll. Okay, I will go back. There was also the medium over here. Progetto's probably running if he has a brain, but I don't know. Yep. This guy's in the water. I thought he was going to run away. I could see him drop down. I think I'm in a good position to farm him. HE penetration values are not that outstanding, of course. As with most tanks. Hey Materon. Nice to see you. Oppa! 700 ram damage. Okay. Single shotguns are much better. Yeah, that's also absolutely my opinion. Yeah. Nice shot. Okay, have fun later then. Thank you for the donor again. Okay, I'm currently trying to take another look at the software because of not having the sound, but hey, that's not to mind too much about it. Get into the game instead. Maybe early blind shot. It's a shame you can't ammo rack with the 405, would be funny. Why would you not be able to ammo rack? Of course you can. You have 2 shots, or at least on second shots you can ammo rack someone. Not necessarily on the first one. Well, although you probably can, but with a fairly low chance then. As with every other gun. Look at how much better the armor got on the RV. Cannot penetrate the frontal plate anymore. Nice. Reload, reload, reload. Armor rack damaged. Not getting it though. Good. Yeah, bounce me. Let's keep going. Oh shit, that was... I thought it was further away. Alright, you can try. Time to go in, but I gotta hide myself a little bit. Very nice. They still have a 183? But where? We've got a gorilla and there's spawn? What? Ah, okay. Nice. Hi Shen. Autoloader or big gun? Why not use the autoloader gun? The autoloader gun has a little pew pew gun of like 120 alpha damage on this tier, and you are shooting 3 shells automatically at 1 click. So you got to expose yourself for half a second or so just to get the shots off. And also the enemies have to expose themselves for half a second. And that means you are rather unlikely to penetrate all 3 shots per shot. And you are therefore really unlikely to put out a whole clip. The weak spots are moving and you just cannot drag the reticle constantly around, and that's just not working. You can try it, but it's just not great to aim like that, because you constantly have to aim, you constantly have to expose, hope for enemies to be exposed. This works at a close range if you can shoot the side of an opponent, but for that you don't really have the mobility available. That only works on the attack, I believe, where you can, the tier 9 light tank, where you can really get behind someone. But with this tank, you don't have the mobility to get to someone's side, so you have to aim at the front, and if you have to track the lower plate or cupola for like bam, 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 that doesn't work. You don't hit them like that. Also, you cannot really track opponents. You can also not... Oh. You can also not really... what was I about to say? Just got distracted. I forgot my point. What was the other thing? Okay, nice trade. Ah, yeah, you cannot get your max roll crew skill perk because you're just not hitting all those shots in a row. That's actually kind of bad for me. Can we please go for the 50B? Go down, please. Tie, please. Go! He's a one-shot to you. Why are you afraid? Okay. I'm not invincible either. Did I realize on this game? Can I even spot him? Type, go please. Nice. No. Okay, over. Angled here. Okay, that's a one. Let's win. It's the worst Annihilator. Yeah, that's also something I would compare to. And I really don't like the Annihilator. I would much rather play the Smasher instead, where I can safely aim in and put out a big shot. If I miss that, that still sucks, but I have a big HE to splash with. I have just... If I only have one little opportunity for hitting a shot, I can put out 640 alpha damage. Or even worse, with the HE then. Are we having no module damage anymore? I can check that out. But it makes sense that it doesn't have the most module damage. Don't know if I can find that right now, but let's focus on the game. Oh, hello. No. Okay. Is there going to be anyone? Yes. I've got a lot of teammates in the city. Nice. And those are not really moving. Oh, for real? Yeah, I have to get back. Sheridan is able to peek there unharmed. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Nice. He's so overconfident. That's kind of hilarious. Oh no, there's the rock. Ah, we put that rock there. Since when is it there? Okay. Finally. Did that even cost us ATD? No, he died over there. Nice. So, now I'm closer to the city. I can maybe get a bit of support. I'm in a much better position to hold those guys off over there if they are pushing A. Although, that does not really seem to be the case. Maybe I can shoot the Sheridan? Oh. Okay. I think I would like to make a play for that right side. Or even stay here. This also seems solid because those guys are getting pressured by my mates. And I can maybe punish them. That probably was a hit. If I only had some spots. Okay, let's go. Overall. Good. Sheridan is also down. 1, 2, 3. What do they still have? 50B. Just need to cap the camera out for a second. I think I... Oh! What? He was standing around for so long and suddenly he comes out of nowhere and YOLO's in. Yeah, we're going to lose this. We've got 2 teammates AFK, basically. 268 is about to get killed. Now the enemy's got the points. Please aim. Yeah, aim and shoot. Go, go, go. IG, nice. But still, the enemies have so many points now that this game won't be a win anymore. Yeah. You're not getting that 50B. I had no clue where the 50B was going to be. I thought maybe AFK or somewhere in the back there. Suddenly comes. Awkward. Okay, I also wanted to see about the module damage of FV405. It's not that horrible. I mean, module damage 14th out of 17 TDs. I don't have the direct comparison now. Although the other TDs probably have lower alpha damage then. Take that. Okay, let's keep going. In this specific case, a look at the lineup is quite important. Like, often it is important, but here especially because I do see the enemies having a medium lineup, so I do not expect them to play for the heavy side. Hence, I want to get quite aggressive on the heavy side if I go there at all. Just so I can make sure my mates are not without any backup for too long. And I did put out some solid damage and distracted enemies. A little bit at least. take that. Okay, I think I'm too aggressive. Is my team coming or not? I think they are not coming. Not really. But they are going in on the other side, so that's nice. Good. I've got some cover from behind now. Although I generally don't want to be in the middle. But here it is. Oh, ping. Ping, ping. No! What the fuck? What the hell? Of course. Yeah. Okay. Not much help in the end. I mean, I hope that my teammate would maybe win the other side at least, but nope. I could have still survived for a while. Not forever. PK, you're great. You're great. Unfortunate moment for Ping to rise up there. I logged Johnny. Walking just makes two-shot autoloader, three-shot autoloaders popular again. I think that's actually a nice thing that they are shifting from the 4-shot autoloaders to 2 or 3-shot autoloaders now, because they did notice that the autoloaders were way too toxic when people just rushed in, and people would think that they had really good games, even though they didn't do anything, just some clip. But now that's just not possible anymore. Kevin is saying 4005 is 165. Module damage Erich concept is 180 and Erich is tier 9 medium. But I'm pretty sure that the Erich is also not having the standard module damage, right? Erich concept, let me check that out. Module damage 180. It's the best medium of all tier 9 mediums. Yeah. Can the best medium have a better module damage than the worst TD of the next tier? Is that illegal? I don't think so. I think that's fine. Of course, technically it doesn't make the most sense, because one has 600 alpha damage and the other one has 500 alpha damage. But in the end, you don't want to get ammo wrecked by an FE405 all the time. So it is already dangerous enough. Module damage is kind of balancing the lethality of the clip out. That's alright. Log also asking about this multi-shot gun. Yeah, I've played it for one game on this stream and a bit before, and I have explained multiple times already. It is trash. It is so bad that you just cannot hit all your shots, because you are not able to keep chasing or keep tracing the enemies with your reticle for that long. So here I can aim and shoot. If I apply the multi-shot gun, I have to aim, shoot, shoot, aim, shoot, like that. And don't hit your shots like that, and you never get the crew skill with the max roll crew skill anymore. It's impossible to hit all shots of your magazine. Unless you are behind someone, and for that you're too slow. Okay, this is not good. Great timing for him to move to the side. Now I would hope for my teammates to go for him. The mobility is not that amazing here. Okay, not getting pushed yet, but soon I will be. Yeah, they are coming. Nice. Now let's block him. And the 116 is not going for me. Good. And maybe last shot into the crown still. Nah, I guess he's done. Yep. Yeah, also, I was thinking that maybe the autoloader was decent at first. When you're looking at the stats on paper, then you're thinking, why not? It is an autoloader gun with a good DPM, but then you notice, wait, it shoots multiple times per shot. That's the same trash you have on the Annihilate or the Helsing. On the Helsing, that was the first one of the kind that I remember. But there you have two shots. You shoot or you hit the fire button and you can still drag for the second shot a bit further. But if you have to hit 3 times in a row, that becomes even harder to do. And for this kind of tank, you have to hit 6 shots in a row. And that takes you, I don't know how much. Let me just check that out actually. The intra clip in between the shots, is that mentioned anywhere? It isn't. It's not much, but it's enough time in between the shells for the enemy to move a little bit and for you to take some shots. You cannot just peek, go for a snapshot and retreat again like you would on any single or like any typical autoloader gun like 50B M60 or so. There you have the 2 shots, you peek, put out a big shot, retreat, peek out again, put out a big shot. On this tank, you move out and you have to just basically stand there in the open. Go pew pew pew. Retreat, have 3 seconds of reload time. Meanwhile, the enemy is long gone already. Then you peek again, try to hit the cupola. Hit maybe 1 shot for 100 damage. And that's just trash. Shen saying, I don't know why, but this update feels boring. I think you may have not played the right tanks yet. Because I am really liking a lot of the tanks available now. Go for a ride on the VZ55. Go take out the RHM Light. Go take out, the Progetto, the Concept 1B. There's so many nice tanks and look at that team. No! Wake up! Finally. 50B just stood there, not doing anything. Quite often you also see people who would already complain about the enemy, about the teammates and insult everyone. But the best thing you can just do is give it a moment, adjust your strategy so that you can still take some decent position without exposing yourself to too much of a risk. Very nice. Okay. Does he? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, hurt me. He's ramming me? But too bad now that I have my ammo rack broken. And that the E4 came out that late. 268 is still AFK. So much about adjusting my strategy to something more passive that fits the pace of my AFK teammates. Okay, let's just play another tank. Maybe KPZ, new tier 9, or tier 10. Although it's not really that amazing. It's alright, but if you compare it to other tanks, it's not that strong. Okay, let me just move to my standard position. With this lineup, it looks like it's mostly heavy-sided gameplay. Oh, I'm already spotted. Okay. Oh, that was shit. That was so bad. Can somebody help the concept, or do I have to? Because I cannot just go down. Okay, let's hope the mediums will do something there. Or the concept can take him out on his own. Not an amazing trade. Why does it feel like I was the only one actually shooting the opponents? What about those two tanks here? I can cover the concept, but I should not get too aggressive because I will get killed quite soon once the enemies push in. Although I can maybe do something sneaky around here. Yep. Alright. Unlock, good night. I'm not really willing to peek here. Feels too risky, although I want to pressure a little bit as well. Good. Enemies are basically all turning around. Not for me, but my teammates. No. Ah, max roll. I have someone in sight. Good. Bino, hi. Yes, I did realize that I was pressing some button to mute something earlier and I cannot find any way of unmuting it anymore. I'll have to check after the stream because I already spent some time on stream fiddling with it, but it's not possible. Something somewhere was muted and everything seems to be unmuted. No idea where it is. Nah, let's not play around with it now. And I will go back to the other tank, the IC. Okay. Hi, Demodevenko. Hello. It's going quite well, although my performance isn't outstanding today. But I do like the tank. The new line. Just don't play the autoloader gun it is pointless. It looks like high DPM, but you are missing half your shots anyways. So just play the single shotgun and you have a pretty accurate gun. At least at closer ranges. That's good then. Here you can see it may still feel a bit inaccurate at a distance. But like this, the accuracy is good. You have 480 alpha damage, and mainly you have a lot of armor on this tank. That can really mess up the enemies. It's not invincible, especially when the enemies have high penetration values. But generally, you have an amazing tank that is not invincible. Invincible. Not invincible. Please be invincible. How about I push behind that FV? If he's getting pushed onto from behind, or do I... Ah, shit. Let's put out the last shot over there. Although I'm down now. Yeah. Honestly, I should not have gone there. I should have rather gone for the middle, maybe. To have teammates closer to me. Of course, all enemies come, but that always has to be expected. Guys, I need to pull off my pullover right now. It's way too hot for me. 1 second. Can you try to full ammo rack 183 with the KPZ-70 just for fun? I would not be able to do so in game. I mean, it would take me a lot of games and I'm not willing to go for it, so this is not about the KPZ-70 today. Okay, tank is back. So let's be a bit more careful with my positioning in case teammates are not really willing to fight. Any feedback on this tank? It's good. It's nice. You have good armor, good accuracy, high alpha damage. If you're going for the single shotgun, you'll have a nice time. You can still not go for yourself. You cannot be isolated, as you could just see on last game. In the open, you're an easy target. You are much better if you are hull down, but even in the open you can still get some ricochets of your front unless the enemies can fully see your lower plate, which is quite small. That is to be said here as well. Mobility is not that great, but it's alright. 480 damage per shot seems decent. Let's play this rather aggressive position over here, because I might get to the back of the enemies or crossfire them and I can still be covered quite nicely. This guy needs to die. And I want to get out of this position and move towards the medium side. Okay, FV is down. Enemies still have 183. Yeah, I was just saying, I hope he's not behind me. Nice shot. And he's down as well. Good. Nice. Even though I did not have full gun depression, enemies still failed to penetrate. Nice. Let's go in. Only 3 enemies left. Okay, let's rather go for the lower hull, otherwise I would maybe bounce off the side. It's a bit troll on the M6 here. Maybe I can HE concept. Nice. And he's down. Okay, 7-0. Just comparing myself this new tech tree, this new tree with T125, and can't decide what to farm. Oh, E5 also just got a buff. E5 has great accuracy, much better DPM, 400 alpha damage only, has a really strong turret, but of course you got rather weak sides or pretty weak sides, and also the rear is super weak, the lower plate is much bigger. It's a hull down only farming tank. This one is not that great at farming, but better at holding, pushing. So this one is more versatile, you can side scrape with it properly. I don't really know what I would go for, probably for this one, because it feels pretty strong. And it's new. Shiny new things. Oh, nice. No spore liner, but I might get penetrated. Nice bounce. No. Oh my gosh, what the hell. Everyone's here. Go away. He still did not really shoot me because he was afraid of my armor or didn't want to waste a shell, I guess. No. No, man. Okay. Could have actually aimed a bit longer. But let's pressure him. Oh, the gorilla? Now the gun's letting me down. Nice. And I did not even angle my tank well. I was showing my side. But I was expecting him to peek, so I thought, hey, that's a good chance for getting a kill shot. Okay, maybe I can get to the back of the VZ here. But I've got to be careful, there are other tanks coming. Still, that's a good chance for a kill. Gorilla is failing, probably. There they are, no. And then also from two different angles. Okay. I was gambling hard on this game because I expected enemies to come from behind already. The XM, the CVP, they would have to come at some point. But it was not really that worth it to take out the VZTT and the Vickers in the middle. I mean, it wasn't like we had many people really succeeding to put in any damage there. Although my teammates wanted to, it seemed like. But they were not really going in. Hey Brando. Congress on the 3rd mark. Maybe tad overdone. Atlas might be maybe tad overdone in the armor department. Armor obviously is really quite strong, but it looks a lot different if you are shooting at it with calibrated shells or if you are going with premier ammunition. So I don't know if it's really that overdone, especially when we keep in mind that it just doesn't have high damage output at all. What the hell? I cannot go through the middle because there's at least one guy on B and he's going to come out over there. So let's see if we can pressure the Foch. Flank through the decap to shoot the medium side. One is already out, luckily. Fuel tank already damaged. Let's load up adrenaline for extra module damage. And then go for the shot only. And I will try again. I did repair his fuel tank even. Oh shit, that was poorly aimed. But I can trade with a T-22. Will be worth it. If that gets him down to one shot or even out. No! Okay. Nice push. I think I can move towards the IS-4 already. Nice. I can take him out on the move and then keep going. Driller is being taken care of by the others. Did I try the FE45? It was the first tank that I tried after this update. And I was amazed by it. I did play a couple of games immediately. And I'm looking forward to streaming it as well. Mobility of Doom. Did he just shoot? Oh, he didn't. Only now he did. Okay. 4.6k in the end. Nice. This is weird on this tank. You've got the feeling of having really good accuracy when you're close to the enemy, but it's really bad if you are at a distance. So really no tank you want to be too passive with. Every game spammed by fucking Neffy. Yeah, we've seen a lot of those. Or we are seeing every game there are some. Okay, let's start mid side. The T62A I played today was also really looking good, feeling good. I tried to make the... Oh. Okay. I tried to make the WZ1-1 work, because theoretically it should be good, but I was just not getting the hang of it. I was constantly having... He's running through the middle again. I was constantly having bad games and just either being overrun or my teammates were rather dying, and I was having to play aggressive games, whereas the tank is only good for passive gameplay. Okay, I wanted to shoot a projectile actually, but in this case I think I have to stick around here. No one else does so. IS-4 and E6 both moved. Not saw the AC. But what about S-Conk? Can you please do something? What about the 183? Okay. Nice. Let's get back into cover. Just some time. Good. And again, he failed 2 of 3 shots. Okay. He does have better DPM than me, theoretically only. But he wouldn't need to penetrate almost every shot now. Okay. Ah, Dio failed the last one, so you have another chance? No. Why not stream about all the change tanks instead of single tank? You know, there is so much changing this update, and I was thinking about whether I would go for a single stream of AC, the hybrid line, or whether I would go for a stream of all tanks, but I would not be able to play every one of them, or maybe just 1 or 2 games per tank. In the end, I decided for this one, but just because I felt like it. I would still stream the other tanks, but another reason for it is that I wanted to do a little highlight video about the most exciting tanks, or some of the more exciting tanks, not only for me personally, but what I think are tanks worth pointing out. I've already recorded replays and gone for my selection. Some of those I mentioned today already. That will be a little 15-minute video or so that I then create tomorrow. And I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow, but my stream about all the new tanks is going to come afterwards, because maybe I'm not having enough time tomorrow. Then I don't know. I will see. No time or energy. How about I just go in? I do kind of dislike that I got so many tanks committed to the left side without actually committing to the left side. I7 is also escaping, so that means I'm alone. Let me get towards the middle. Because it looks like this is a bad idea. Team. What are you doing over there? I don't see you doing anything. Enemies still have control over the medium side, and we have 3 tanks looking at the medium side. How is that getting us any further? What the fuck, guys? Sorry, 50B. I actually wanted to help, but it's not really working. Nice. Okay, I can escape the other one. Good. But there's still the AC behind somewhere over there, I don't know. Also, of course, there's 183 somewhere. Good. Ah! Unless I can face hack and bounce, I'm dead, yeah. Okay. That looked pretty close, but I don't know what the Lorian is doing there. Come, get over the hill. Get over the hill. Oh. So close, man. So fucking close. Hide! Hide! Ugh. They can still do it. Although I don't know about the FE45 hit points. But it might be quite vulnerable to the 183. Probably the FE is still really healthy. Was yesterday's stream delisted? No. Not that I know of. I would have gotten a notification about it. And I did not do so on purpose. Live stream of yesterday is still up. Was that? Was not that not yesterday? I was. No, it's the 30th. Yeah. T100 LT is still there. And just that it's past midnight now. No, it's not past midnight. It was not yesterday. I'm totally confused. I was streaming the giveaway stream 3 days ago, and then 2 days ago T100 LT. Yesterday nothing apparently. So Netforce, I don't know what stream you were talking about then. Next one to ask about the 2-shots gun detonator. The 2-shots gun is not a 2-shots gun because it has 6 shots just in two shots of 3 shells, and they are not going out simultaneously but after another. So that means you need a long time to empty your clip, and like that you're just not having any accuracy or not any reliability for putting out damage into the opponents. You are constantly failing these shots. What was that shot? AC looks like Shrek. I did not think about that yet. Maybe that's true. Karon is saying, I remember there was a stream where I played sometimes, now I don't find it. There was a strange stream. I did not play the update yet. Yesterday I played a couple of games only.
At Jeanshu3668 super chatted €5.
Jean,
Is
thank
Kara
you.
dream about Paul's stream?
Thank you very much. By the way, I hope I didn't miss any other donos today because the sound is not working for me. Okay, teammates are somewhat coming. Oh, nice. I did not even decap though, so there's another one in the cap as well. He just stays there. 1.1k damage in 2 shots, nice. And he does it again. Smarty. Again? Feeling safe there? No, it gets harder. Hello! Missed another safer chance to the right. And what? I hit the cupola? I was aiming for the front, hit the cupola. He's trying it again. Okay, I was obviously not well aimed in, but I don't want to keep shooting at a distance. That's too unreliable. The other AC already retreated, so maybe I can just move forwards here. Shoot someone into the side. How's that? Okay, I'll take one here. Or two? Nope. Very nice. Another 1k damage. Okay. I was trying to turn off the auto aim still, just failed. 260, you should probably not stay there. Okay, he's not. No. Low roll. Okay, if we had him. Slow and steady. That's the way for this tank. Fuel tanks, it's over there, but that was not a success. And the Atlas over there is probably going to be dead before I arrive. Unless he kills a pattern at the 183. Might of course be the case. Oh. Come back. Ah. Worth grinding for? Or just get every 4 or 5. Depending on your level that I don't know about. If it's around average, maybe slightly above, you might enjoy this tank a lot more than the RV405. But if you are on a higher level, the RV405 might be more interesting. This thing is kind of a super heavy. Okay, 2 heavies versus 3. So I will play rather passively then. No, 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 no. Don't YOLO. But the enemies don't seem to be coming. They didn't cap C either. Let's not stand around for too long then. Okay. You know what, I might even take the 3rd cap. Very nice. Okay. He did penetrate. I'm just going to go forwards, maybe? No, I guess not. But it would be amazing if we could kill the RV45. I want to try it. Yeah, okay, I have to get it back then. Oh no. Problem is I cannot kill him in one shot now. Not necessarily. Ah, come on. Just as I turn around for a second, he's coming out. Can we still do this? Can teammates over here go in, kill someone, get some caps? Go, 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 go. Kill him. Ah, okay. Oh, we still have caps. And the FV45 is a one shot. Although I wouldn't really trust the batshit. Also, enemies still have a medium, that's not good. Oh no, Gorilla. Ah, it doesn't look like we were still winning this one. Unless the 183 one-shots Kran now. Just needs to hide for a while, but now Karo is also coming. Nice AP. And the batshit is just hiding. Atlas super heavy, pretty agile? Not really. No. It's slow as hell. Especially if you have to retreat sometime. Concept was better with single shot. Questionable. I played it for one game only, so I cannot judge it too well yet, but it felt really good. I did like it quite a lot, especially with the 2.5 seconds in between the shells only and rather good DPM. Do I like the Atlas out of 10? I'm not a heavy person. I don't really like heavies that much. But it's somewhat still interesting to play. Okay, team goes down. No! Why would you go down against a heavy lineup? We have less heavies than the opponents and we also have a 50B with less armor. The WT is pushing in. I have no idea whether we have any chance here. Best we can do is try. Enemy medium is also down. One of them at least. So that's all good, because it might mean that we are winning the C side. Both mediums are down. Perfect. WT is playing like I don't know what. But hey, he's not dead yet. And the enemies are not pushing either, despite them having 7 tanks down here. Anyone? Do I maybe want to go to the side? I think we can just hold here. Okay. Let's do it like this. Move in. And like this, I have a high chance of making him bounce. Maybe someone else can take him out. So we can go for 2 kills at once. Good. They also have an AFK. That explains why they didn't play that aggressive. Although still they had so many tanks down there. Okay. Pretty lucky for us to win this game. Lion is pretty solid Halda now, isn't it? I've seen a couple times, and the Mantless was really quite red. I don't know. I've not really checked it yet. Let me find out on Blitzkit. Yes, I have to keep the camera turned off for a second because someone's using the bathroom in my background. Let's see. Where are we trying to look at? A lion. A lion. Where is it? I don't think it's really well armored, but let's take a look. Looks pretty rad, but this is a lion with rammer, so a medium with ventilation system or rammer on AP with heat. Surprisingly, you can penetrate the sides with heat there. It is a bit confusing. Back in the day, gun mantlet always meant that you could not penetrate with heat because that's space armor. But nowadays there are quite a few tanks where that's possible, same on the Murad. But if we now go for calibrated shells as well, then it's still not possible to penetrate the turret apart from tiny weak spots here. And the gun mantlet, so you can shoot straight at the gun basically. Interesting. I would still choose heat instead. That's a weird weak spot. Also, front changes quite a lot with calibrated shells. But if we now pick a different tank to shoot at the lion, that is having more penetration and higher alpha damage, so let's take popular tank like an E100. It's still really nicely red, but only a slight angle to the turret and becomes gray. Then for the hull, it's not all that strong anymore. And if we are going for calibrated shells, okay. So calibrated shells is also what tank destroyers will see when looking at the lion then. If we go for heat. Oh, now heat with calibrated shells versus heat without calibrated shells. That's a big difference. Also, heat with calibrated shells on 100 is likely what a 268 or so would see. Also, turret really becomes quite weak there. Enhanced armor doesn't change much. If I pick 268 or so now, or like E3, this is AP with and without calibrated shells. Now APCR with and without calibrated shells. So yeah, then suddenly turret armor becomes kind of irrelevant, yeah. And it's also quite nice that you can, as a TD, then aim straight at the center, because you always have to consider that if the weak spot is off to the side, like over here, some tanks have the weak spots next to the gun mantlet, but that means that the enemy might only slightly move forwards or in reverse, or your RNG is slightly off and you are completely missing the TA tank then. And if you aim for the center, you have a much better chance of hitting them because you have more of your reticle on the weak spots. You can still hit the gun, but basically you are probably best if you just shoot right next to the gun. With a bit of bad RNG, you hit the gun. If you have even worse RNG, you might hit the tank on the other side. So that's still pretty good then. But yeah, the armor looks nice now. Okay. Heavy lineup. Someone claiming to be a commander, but yeah, whole team is going. Apart from T100, that's fine. United Matters high. The 3 best tanks supply medium or heavy. So you're asking me for 6 best tanks? It's honestly hard to say what are the best tanks now. I cannot answer this. Good. Concept 1B is great. VZ55 is great. Then T125 is great. This tank is great that I'm playing right now. Oof, Caro. Caro is also great. Just not when you play like that. Okay. I think I need to get back. The enemies are all here and we're having 2 tanks flanking. Nice. Are you peeking maybe? Otherwise I will have to retreat because others are coming. Nice. I can go hull down here again. Oof, 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 oof. Need to get a bit further to the left side to have better gun depression. Nice. My teammates are also coming from behind now. Okay, good. Ah, all 3 over there. I believe, right? Or am I wrong? Was this one over there still? No. Okay. No. E5 also just got buffed. Chief tank got buffed. FE215B got buffed. There are really so many tanks. Atlas is a free tank indeed. It is a new tech tree line of the hybrid nation, starting with a tier 4. All of these guns are, all of these tanks are fairly similar, having good armor on the upper parts, an accurate high alpha gun with rather low DPM, sometimes not so low, and a weird pew pew gun that you should not go for. The tier 10 then has a really strong hull as well, so that is also a bit different to the other tanks where on the lower tiers you have larger lower plates. But this one can actually side scrape. The others are more hull down tanks with a big alpha damage and good accuracy. Okay, let me just fight for the left. No one here. Hey Stein, armor so troll. Yeah, that's true. No spots yet. None at all. There we go, first one. Kran, that's not good. Nice. Can people maybe cap A? But it's already very good that I managed to cap base B, because A can still easily get capped later on. B is usually very, very hard to cap. It's easy to defend. If anyone's exposing on B, that would usually mean that they die. Okay, 400. Was that Brummel? Was that, I don't know, HE? That was a penetration, it seems. No. Okay, then I hit the lower plat. And the shot went into the ground. Ice for armor buff. Not really much of an armor buff, actually. I don't know, mein Progetto. Nope. I cannot peek like this. There's the whole re-camping. It just moves up there, what? Is he now going forwards or not? Is he coming for me? What is he doing? Let's leave him to the because he can kill him. And I can focus on punishing the projector. Finally. Good. And we are winning on cups as well. I should probably not YOLO in. He might just clip me then. Nice. No, reload. Nice. Ah, interesting to know. HE does have the same max roll as AP if you are shooting at someone with Spore Liner in use. So absolutely no damage difference there, and therefore always go for the AP if the enemy has Spore Liner. Soviet bias is a real thing? What? Okay. Where do you see Soviet bias? Hey, Manda. Okay. Could have actually shot him. Or at least tried. Okay, let's try not to block him, but okay, of course he turns around instead of just going back. Nice. Good roll. I think I will just stay here for a moment. Otherwise, I have a big problem. Can I actually get the gun down somehow? Maybe if I elevate my tank to the left, could work. Nice. I have my teammates behind me, that's why I'm here right now. And maybe it would not be that bad if I moved forwards just to keep enemies spotted. Nope. Can really no one take out the gorilla or shoot him? He's spotted and in the open. What a yak. Okay. I took too much damage for this, but the yak also lost half his hit points. Good. I'm mildly afraid of the E5. Thankfully someone took out the gorilla finally. Good. Let's face suck. Up. Okay, I'm too slow to turn. I just want to try getting away from the others a little bit. Okay. Just in case they push me. Oh, being in the water sucks. Occasionally I do like swimming, but not like this. Okay, let's try to take out E5 then. Or the yak. Yak first. Okay. Nice. Ah, don't go for me. Don't go for me. Yes, that's good. Take out T57. And show it in camping then, of course. Ah, almost. Good game. Okay. But to be honest, to me it is very exhausting to play slow tank like this for long periods of time. Especially when I'm tired. It feels like... And there is not a lot of action going on. Doesn't help that we don't have any game sound today. Chat disappeared from the screen, by the way. Yes. Thank you, but I'm not going to take care of that right now. That's not too important. I don't know what's going on there. Just some bug. Oh, no, I missed my chance. A is already getting capped. STB is going to run into his death. Uh-huh. Or can I? Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. Nope. Nope. Maybe if I stay hidden, yeah. No! But okay, yeah, here Max lost almost all his hit points just for this push. Can't say that was too great. Hey, Max actually died just for pushing me. 114. Are you sitting there nicely? Having a good time? Ah. This 114 is so amazing, right? There's another one going to kill me. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Cross over. Run! And 114 is turning. Oh my. This game was lost from the start. SCP, YOLOing, then I go in. Although it was still alright, but what happened there? What happened with him? Yeah, he found 3k, but why did he not just go? Push out the projector, take A, take a good position. So people YOLOing on the left side, people dying everywhere. Ah. Balanced map. I mean, it's balanced. It's alright. Just problematic of the team YOLOs. That's the same case on every other map, I would say. Okay. Let's just put out a big shot. Oh, actually 500 damage from him. That's a lot. But I intend to out-trade him. Ah, fuck. Still, I don't think that's bad, because he's quite alone. Or we basically just need to go for him. Just depends on whether the Reno is willing to do anything. Yeah, okay, there we go. That was pretty easy. Now we can maybe make a play for base B. The 100 just shot. Ah, Reno is doing something finally. Although it's not much. Ugh. Can you fight? Oh, fight. If he doesn't engage, we're going to lose. No, change his position when he could have just gone for what? Okay. Maybe not that horrible. Nice. A is getting capped. Ah, he's AFK. That's why A doesn't get spotted. Okay. Okay. Personally, I've gotta say, I've got enough of this tank. It is nice, it's a good tank, but it's just not my playstyle. It's boring. It's slow. I want something faster. Let's play a few last games and then come to an end for the stream. Let's maybe go for T62 or 907. No, T62. Murat. Might also go for Murat, yeah. Okay, and the mouse asking for 1-1B. I won't be able to play all the requests. Sorry, but yeah, thanks for inspiration. Might take some. I think I can engage him here. Because I would have probably spotted some TDs or other campers. Nice. I like that. Accuracy. Hey, lovely. So E6. Now show us what you got here. Okay, that was quick. Nice teamwork. Although way too many tanks committed to this push. Okay, definitely the FV needs to die. He's alone. Still go for some crossfire, but I will already turn myself towards the others. Let's be careful to not get too aggressive, because so far I'm the only one here. I'm the first in line. If I do too much, I'm dead. Oh, I love playing this position back in the day, when I spammed the T62 over and over again. It's one of my most played tanks actually, but I've barely played it in the last years. But here I went a lot. Let's go to the side. Nice. Could have also gone for the HE maybe, but a track shot was definitely worth more. Hoppa. Nice. Good. Can I get a kill as well? Yes. Oh man, I like the T62 again. Nice game. Hey Tate and Simon. Hey, actors come to see the Lyle Bob. They wanted a lick. One thing I noticed that Wargaming didn't change the accuracy or gun handling of tanks, which is confusing when a lot of tanks change their alpha a lot. For example, FE45s were more accurate for 650. That's true. I did not notice that either. We lost vineyards. Huh. Man. I did a lot, but... weird. Okay. Maybe FE4 or 5. Nope. What was I? I'm still confused with the new filter. It looks weird. Also, the delete button to the side, the trash can is in a weird position. I see none. Okay, so let me just check something in the background. All right. Problem here is that the enemies will have strong hull down positions until they're pushing in. But it doesn't look like they were all here. They don't have really strong 2Ds, so I dare to go forward. Oh, shit. Of course, he's right there. Let's go in, I would say. Go away from 268. Worth it. Lost half my hit points, but hey, T22 is down to 1 shot. Progetto as well, of course. We can easily win this flank now. Track maybe? Nice. So that's already 2.6k. One more clip. And I've got 4k. Also a lot of assisted damage even. No. Let's not go for snapshots. I don't have huge DPM, so I don't want to miss shots. And autoloaders, generally, you don't want to go for snapshots. You want to aim very carefully. Nice. 4.7. Good. 1.4k in 4 seconds. Yeah, that's really nice to play now. Let's go for a game on Murat. Also, Batchat with that bigger gun really got to be fun again, and I think also quite good. It now has 340 alpha, I believe. It got a DPM buff, and I like it a lot again. Okay. Murat also got noticeably better. 2 seconds interclip only, that's really not much anymore. I don't know what changed otherwise. I think also the mobility got better. Now I'm almost on par with the 907 next to me. And still I've got decent armor on the turret. Fine with taking this one. I outrated anyways. 740 for just 300 damage. Just did a hull down. Oh no. Really? Really? Wow. Just did a hull down duel against G22 would not look good. Come on, please go now. Please go. No, fuck you. Fuck you, man. Why do you run away? Why do you run away and let me die? No, there's also 2D. I cannot go behind. Okay, I'll still survive. Genius. Exceptional genius. Okay, I did not get spotted, luckily. Nice. Somebody explain that move from the 907. Na? Okay. 113 is there. Nice. So, 268 might be over there, most likely. Yes. Enemy T22 played it smart. Did he play it smart? He just stayed. Just stayed in position. Cannot say it was a really smart game from T22. He didn't do much. Yeah, he focused me. That was the right thing to do. But apart from that, it was just staying. And he should have actually run away already because we were 2 versus 1. After the projectile of the enemies ran into us and died, the T22 was alone. At that point, he should have already escaped. I was counting maybe a bit too much on the support of the 907 as well. Oh, hello. We don't really have spotters there. So let me spot the left side. Ah, yeah. Weird move, but okay. I'm happy about it. Hi, Martin. And I think there's no one else here. Sheridan went down into the water. He's trying to get into our rear. But I don't think that's good for him. Ouch. So we got a cap. We got map control. 2 tanks more. Basically nothing can happen to us anymore. The enemies are not even attempting to push forwards. Now there's a play. Reno was full life just a second ago. Okay, I want to get up the hill and try to put some shots into the enemy's rear now. Let's take going forwards. Ah. Nice. And I can crossfire Atlas, probably. Or is he in the river? No, I can. Good. Nice roll as well. Okay. They are going, and I'm just in a very nice position above.
Holy moly!
At Jinshu3668 super chatted €2.
Nice.
Paul make Murat upgrade.
Oh, there's a cat.
TD
Jean,
version.
thank you. Again. Alright. So, yeah, Demura definitely feeling very easy to play now as well. One feeling solid, high skill cap, and just doing its job as it's supposed to. It should have been that devil before already. Jean saying, make Murat upgrade to D version. Thank you for the donut, John. And what's the song name you were asking? Probably the last one, right? I will write it into the chat. What is it? A Raver's Life. Right? A Raver's Alive Alpha Scan. Alpha Scan is the artist. What else supply? 30p also got buffed. But I'm interested in something else right now. Maybe 140. I did not play that one yet. How is RHM now? Definitely better, although I don't really notice a big difference. So, yeah. Any German or Chinese tanks relevant now? Well, the RHM Light. A VK72 also got buffed. That also feels good. VK90 still as good as always, basically. Oh crap. Oh no, I had 2 tanks moving on to me. With big alpha guns. With a freaking 183 right behind. Let's try to escape. Because I don't want to get hit. Okay, I made it. Nah. I don't know if I've ever been in this position. It's fancy, it works. Nice angle. For this specific situation, it's the perfect solution. Nice. DPM going Brut. Nah. But lost control over the medium flank, so if I stay, I will get pushed onto. If I go to the other side, We have no map control, no crossfire at all. By the way, also TVP is very interesting to play now. Can recommend giving it a go. There's only one medium missing right now that I don't know about. TVP has been spotted. VJet is on the other side. And I'm on my own. Oh. I should have the next one. Oh, actually not. Hey, Ib. Add a song to the playlist. Nice. Okay. Let me play the CVP. Progetto also felt good. Lion as well. Martin asking, how has it been today with the Atlas? Is it a good tank? Yeah, it's good. I'm not super excited about it, but it has a ton of armor. It has the accuracy on that gun and high alpha damage. Those three characteristics combined are already pretty good deal. One problem then is that you don't have any mobility nor DPM. And both of those characteristics I don't like. That's not a lot of fun to me. It doesn't make it a bad tank though. Ah, okay, weird. I did not spot him. I might be dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Also, I've got some nice bunch of campers here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mets is asking, Heavies, how about you spot something? Why did I not spot him? Why did I not spot the 114 for the E5, man? I was sitting there already for so long. Ah, not long enough. Let's give the Karo a run. Did I test IS-4 already? No, but I'm absolutely not excited about it because the armor barely changed. One group C. Shut up. I'm not going C. Maybe if everyone's going to the center, then I should go for the left side. So we have a bit more map control. Lost. Maybe you play with a team instead of trying to be the commander. That would be so much smarter. Oh, we got a bad shit YOLOing in. We got a Reno camping. Good. Let's hold the rear if possible. Oh shit, there's someone. But it's definitely not lost yet. We have much better positions than the opponents. Nice. Oh, I like the faster interclip. Do I even shoot that one? Nah, let's reload. Problem is we're getting pushed onto and the RV cannot really hold either. Nice. Not so nice. FV went down. Okay, he does not want to focus me. I want to get some distance then. Nah. Thing is, I don't have DPM. What a weird game. Ah. Need to take him out. Oh no. Okay. He was greedy for me. I've got no clue what the T-57 is going to do now. Is he going for A? That's what I would expect. Let's just move into C. It's super risky, but hey. Best way I can imagine to get some points right now. I like the Caro. It really feels quite a lot better. Oh, can I still take B without getting pushed onto? It's super close on the timing. It will be 50-50 chance because he's going to be close. I will have to run to one direction. And it's 50-50 where he's going to be. If I run to the correct direction, I might win the game. And it's the wrong one. It's the wrong direction. No, no chance. Ah, man. Yeah, if I took the other direction, I would have absolutely been fine going for A and winning the game. No. Still, nice game. Nice battle. First game on the Caro since the update, and it felt good. Guys, this was also the last game for today. And yeah, that's it for tonight. T-57 was full hit points. Yeah, I would not have won against him on if I killed him, of course, but or if I tried to fight him. But if I managed to get to A, he would have had to cap B, and I would have again had the cap points. So maybe there was a chance. I don't know. He would have to go for C afterwards, and no idea whether I could take A and then get back to B and cap that and still survive. It would have still been a lot of gambling, because I never knew where he was going to come from.
Holy moly!
At Jeanshu3668 super chatted €5.
So again,
Right
thank you so
side
much.
isn't a right choice XD.
What camo do I have on the caro? And this is the... Is this a ratings camo? No. It's a lovely camo. Demon's Rage. Looks great. I don't know if I have any more of that one, but I absolutely love it. So, Jean, big thank you to the donors today. And thank you everyone for watching. Hope you also maybe get a chance to, or got a chance to know whether you are going to grind this tank, the Atlas, or whether you're just going to skip it and go for something else. For some here it will definitely be a good choice, but then again you have to compare to the others as well. And there's so many interesting tanks out there at the moment. Alright, thanks for watching everyone, have a good night still, and see you guys soon. Goodbye.